Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen watching back home. Welcome to the Iron Trail Motors Event Center for this Hudson Raider Rock Ridge Wolverine hockey matchup today. I hope you guys are staying warm. 13 degrees at the Iron Trail Motors Event Center. The ITMEC feels like -4 according to the website or on your cell phone. Very, very cold with this wind. Hopefully you guys are staying warm. And excited for a little bit of Rock Ridge hockey. Westby in for the face-off, wins control and dumps to Forsberg, who rips it around the boards back behind the Raiders' goal. Raiders goalie Taylor Smith, and that's the story of the night as the Raiders go the other way. New goaltenders for the Rock Ridge Wolverines. It's not Jonason like you've seen. It's number 29, Jason Brula, the sophomore, who is playing in his first matchup at home this season. Reason being, Rock Ridge is taking on Rogers tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. I believe is puck drop. And that will be a big test for Jonason. Coach Niskanen definitely doing some load management, as well as with the starting lineups. Matheson, Westby, and Bardovich is your first shot. On goal from Bielke is gloved by Smith. We'll have a face-off inside the Rogers zone for the first time this game. 16:15 to play in the first period. And after the first whistle, we'll have Bielke in for the faceoff. Scott and Carlson at his side. Bielke ties up. Rogers will kick it away. Bielke still fighting for it. Now Carlson in the corner with it. Carlson wraps back out to the point. Norberg flips it on goal. Nothing doing. Frederick gives chase down into the corner, proving very detrimental for the Wolverines last game here. I believe it was Tuesday, where they ended up victorious. Wolverines improving their record to 4-5, playing the Hudson Raiders 5-1. Although they are part of the Big Rivers, Wisconsin Conference. A non-conference matchup isn't worth as much in the standings, but is good for building some momentum against a good team. Snapshot on goal, chipped over the net, or chipped wide of the net. And Wolverines will have to reset back out. Throwing in front for Carlson. Puck still in the slot, nothing doing, as Carlson can't seem to get a handle on it. Now gets taken down to the ice, and the puck will clear. Wolverines will have to tag up. Line change, new D-men, Greshner and Pipkin out for the Wolverines, and they will get action right away as the puck is fired into the Wolverine zone, back behind new goaltender Brula. And Pipkin gets pinned up against the boards. Hudson will take it away, reset, and start their offense from there. Moving it around now, out from the wing, across the slot to the point, chipped up and over Brula's shoulder. That's his first save on the night, as we hope to see many more. Now going the other way is Headley, up against the boards, can't get a handle on it. Amundsen trying to feed out in front, no good. And is stolen away by Hudson yet again. Hudson wearing the dark navy blue jerseys. And as you know, Rock Ridge in their home white with the beautiful forest green on the shoulders. Big hit down in front of the boards from Amundsen, and they give right back. That is Maurer laying the body. Starting to settle into this game, and we have yet another whistle. 14:25 this time to play. Free souvenir for the fans. It's thrown back on the ice. We'll have a neutral zone face-off. Wolverines win the draw. It goes to Forsberg. Forsberg pushing the pace up along into Westby. Gets it batted around and stolen near center ice, and back to Forsberg again. Puck will get jammed and go out of play. Yet another neutral zone face-off due to a puck out of play right in front of the players' benches, as you can see. Now this will be Westby in for the draw. Slashes it right across to Forsberg. Mirror image of what happened last time. Forsberg pushing across center ice, chips it up and over the blue line, but Rogers will go the other way with it. 1-on-1, now 2-on-1, going the other way, can't get the handle. No tape-to-tape pass. Forsberg will go to Matheson, leading up the ice for Westby, chasing, giving chase, trying to make use of his body. No good. Rock Ridge will have to reset. Now Westby again trying one more time, slides right through his stick. Matheson does beat the race, so there's no icing call, but gives it away. And Rogers will go the other way. Now the puck stolen out in front, and Wolverines cannot capitalize. Rogers cannot see. As I say that now, we have a one-on-one going the other way. Rogers making a move, pushing into the corner. And good defense from Frederick and Carlson. Use the body to take away the passing lane. Rogers snapshot on goal, no good. Maurer using his body, now using his stick, just couldn't seem to hit the net and give it a chance to go past Brula for the first score of this game. 13 minutes now. We're scoreless through 4. Puck will wrap all the way around now. Cal Scott pinned up against the corner, trying to fight with the puck, get it loose. And now it is loose from Bielke to Carlson. No good on the shot. Carlson teed up for the one-timer right inside the face-off circle and couldn't seem to get a crisp shot off due to the Rogers defenders being in the way. And they'll have to reload. Carlson down to the ice and will get off the ice as pushing the pace now goes Bielke. Bielke dishes out in front, nobody home. And it will slide the length. Icing is waved off, so the Wolverines will have to take it from there. We have Pipkin from Greshner trying to find Headley, no good, but now finds Scott up against the bank pass. Headley kicks it in and goes offside. Headley tried to kick it to Bielke and went across that blue line before the puck did. We'll have offside neutral zone face-off, 12:21 to play in this first period. The score is still at 0. 2 shots on goal for the Rockridge Wolverines and only 1 for the Hudson Raiders. Now we have face-off. Headley loses, and they will go the other way. This is Lassie. Lassie just dumps it into Brula with a big paddle save from Brula. That'll make his second on the night. Big pass from Westby trying to find Scuffy. No good. Cannot seem to find him. Tape-to-tape passes being a little bit difficult in this early frame against Rogers. Brula stops it back behind his own net. Pipkin takes it. Pressured already. Dumps to Scuffy. Chip pass up the ice to Headley. 2-on-2 going the other way. Headley splits the defense. What's he going to do? Gets tangled up right in front of the net. And the net comes off. Destasio takes down Headley. And they both slide into the net uninterrupted. We'll have a stoppage. 11:42 to play. And substitutions with a little bit of team meeting from the boys in green, trying to figure out how they're going to get past this very tough Rogers defense and finally land a couple of quality shots on goal just like that, and no good. Forsberg finds Westby in the slot, cannot seem to get a handle on it. Now Bardovich back behind the corner on the pass from Westby. Bardovich skating in front, leaves it for Westby, circling back into the corner, chips it down and around the net, leaving for nobody, trying to find Madsen back around the other way. And the Wolverines will have to reset. This is Bardovich backpedaling now into his own zone, finds Forsberg. Forsberg backpedaling as well and loses the puck down inside his own end. That's 15 Maurer once again on the steal. Maurer, one of the Hudson Raider juniors, listed at 5'10", plays forward and is playing a big part in this game. Just like now, he's skating across the ice, one on nobody. Cannot seem to get any tape on that pass. Now Bardovich going in. Bardovich looking for Carlson out in front. Nobody there. Carlson can't seem to get a handle on the stick. Big hit in front of the net there. I believe that's Frederick that went down. And one more big hit. That's Bielke getting tied up. Bielke takes down Hadeen, but all for naught as Rogers goes the other way, fires it off into the screen. And we will keep playing. That went off way into the netting, and the referees will let it go. That should have been blown dead, but we will keep playing on. Rockridge wanted the whistle. Everybody had their hand up in the air, but Carlson going the other way now. Carlson gets it stripped. Carlson fighting out in front, jawing. That's Carlson, number 19, Coleman, also a junior. Jawing, getting out in front, and I believe cooler heads will prevail. Carlson leading the team in penalty minutes, as well as not being very productive on offense. In the last 5 games on the plus-minus sheet, he is -2 as Brula makes a great blocker save. That's good for 5 shots on goal so far he's saved. A very, very good showing from the sophomore. Hudson goes the other way. 1-on-3. Let's see what he does. Forehand move inside. Dump pass. Leaves for his teammate. Nobody home. Going the other way now, Rockridge. This is Bielke with Headley. Bielke fires it on net and wide. Gets tipped up. Now it's Headley getting pinned up against the boards. And losing a tire goes Wyatt Turnquist. giving Rockridge a chance for a shot on net. Getting a little shovey down in front of the net, as you can see. Tempers flaring, playing a big team like Rogers tomorrow. Rockridge cannot afford any game suspensions. They need to keep cool heads, and they most definitely need to stay out of the penalty box to play good teams like Hudson and Rogers. As I say that, finally one more break in the action. 9:16 to play. Rockridge with the face-off. Matheson wins, and Rockridge will set up the offense from there. Going into the corners, Bardovich. Bardovich gets pinned up against the boards. Westby now feeding for Forsberg. Forsberg snapshot on net, and no good, off into the glass. That was Lounsbury that tipped it up off into the netting above the glass. Forsberg doing a great job playing with his big body, using his physical size as an anchor point for this Rockridge team. They know where he's going to be. They know he's good for a shot on net. They know he's good to lay the body when it needs to. As we say that, Westby wins the faceoff, leaves for Matheson. Snapshot on goal, no good. Taylor Smith with another good save. In for faceoff now, we have Westby. Westby wins the faceoff, but pushes it into the corner where nobody is home. None of his teammates going the other way now is Rogers' kick save, or blocker save from Brula. Rogers back behind Brula in the Wolverine and getting it swatted away. Going the other way now is the Wolverines if they can get a handle on this puck. That's Westby. Westby dribbling in, looking is Bardovich. Bardovich with a great move inside, and the stick handling does not go the way he intended. It gets slapped away, and Rogers will return fire. Puck protection is huge, as Pipkin and Bardovich have both gotten stripped of the puck in the last minute, and giving Rogers good breaks just like they have now. 2-on-1 if they make it right. Brula kick save out in front, gets kicked in the corner, still behind the net. We're not out of the woods just yet, as Hudson playing with it behind the net, trying to find any spot out in the slot. Snapshot, no good on the forehand. Puck was deflected before it got to the net. Brula still perfect from the field. Blocked, it says on the score sheet, 5 shots. I believe it's more close to 8 or 9 by now, as everything's just been thrown on net from Rogers. Speaking of thrown on net, Rockridge was trying to find anything, trying to find Scott right in front of the goal crease, as he is now shot snap from the forehand, no good. Tried to find any daylight between the post and his shoulders. Now chip shot, and he scores! A great tip shot from Rockridge. We'll see that on replay. Just threw it in from the blue line, and we will pick this puck up. It will be somebody's first career goal. We'll see who they give the credit to on the tip. But what a great play, throwing it on net, knowing they have teammates down there. And it looks to be Frederick. Frederick getting in congratulations, as Rockridge will win the draw here. Spin around, go the other way. Rogers spins with it and loses control of the puck. Coombe touching the ice and touching the puck for the first time tonight, as most of these players are. This is the line of Headley, Dimberio, and Scuffy. Playing really well together as of late, moving the puck really well, and always seems to find good greasy goal chances out in front. Now Coombe trying to move the puck, push the pace a little bit, going the other way now. Scuffy's got all of his 3 friends, his line mates. What's he going to do with it? Dribbles into the corner, leaves for Dimberio. And Dimberio gives it away. Wolverines will have to reset. Snapshot on goal, no good from Dimberio. Now he's in the corner by himself, gets pushed down to the ice. Rogers goes the other way. 3-on-2 going the other way. Now 1-on-1 with Forsberg. Forsberg gets, what a move, off the crossbar and into the netting. What a great move from Will Maurer yet again, making his way around Forsberg, snapping a forehander off the crossbar, beats Brula, but all for nothing, as that 0 still stays on the scoreboard. Now Rogers pulling out in front, or trying to pull back, with Rockridge out in front, Rogers is trying to even up the score now, pushing the pace a little bit and really trying to move the puck in front, find the best shot with the most blockage on this sophomore goaltender. Rockridge trying to do the opposite, however, clogs his passing lanes just like they did there. Now it's Matheson going the other way, 1-on-1. If he can go with the goaltender, no good. Snap on the forehand, gets still pinned up against the glass with Bardovich. The two of them, Matheson now trying a wraparound spot, can't find anybody to pass to, and Smith trying to cover, cannot seem to do so successfully. Bardovich now still fighting with Matheson, down back behind the Iron Trail Motors sign, as you can see on your screen. And finally the puck gets freed. Bardovich with the shot on goal, now throws, and Matheson scores! What a shot from Landon Matheson with the quick hands to get around Smith, and what a better pass from Jackson Bardovich. Bardovich with an apple, for sure. Matheson with a goal, and that makes it 2-0 Rockridge in front of Rogers. 5:19 to play in the first period. Carlson in for the draw after a meeting with his two defensive teammates. And will go back behind the Rogers net. Smith will raise his hand. It will go to icing. And we will have a draw in the Rockridge zone for a very, very, very long time in this game. As you can see, we have Matheson, absolutely bulletproof player, as you guys very, very well know from seeing him on the broadcast. One of Rockridge's very many seniors. Very old team this year as far as Matheson, Carlson, Bielke, Forsberg, Frederick, and I believe Jonason. I believe that's all of them. Oh, excuse me, Scuffy. I apologize to the Scuffy family as well. Very old team with a whole bunch of seniors and a lot of age and experience. Matt Niskanen was telling me that before the season, and that he believes if these older kids that are leaders can really show the team what it's like to win in big stages like they know they can, this team can go really far. And the state tournament isn't out of the equation for these boys. Now we have Carlson in for the draw on the Rogers side of the ice. Spins back, wins the draw. We have Frederick, 1 goal in the game already to his name, I do so believe. And back behind the net is Bielke leading for Scott. Shot just wide of the net. Scott in the slot, cannot seem to connect yet again. Now we'll get kicked into the neutral zone. Everybody will have to tag up. Carlson does so very well, goes down on the ice. And Rogers will regain possession of the puck. Now it's stolen by Rockridge inside. We have a 3-on-1. Carlson trying to feed inside. No good! Bielke tried to find Carlson inside, now pushing and shoving back behind the net. Penalty will be called, and Carlson will go to the box yet again. Still slack jawing after the whistle. Now 1-on-4. Carlson trying to take on a whole bunch of Raiders. This will be offsetting penalties. It'll be Palm and Carlson. Again, Carlson -2 through the past 5 games on the plus-minus sheet. Part of that has to do from his penalty minutes. He has to learn how to stay out of the box in these bigger games like we're playing tomorrow against Rogers. A 2-minute power play is a death sentence later in the game, especially if you're down 1 or even in a tie game. As well as this penalty kill team is playing without Carlson on the ice. Just as we hopefully should see now, they are not good enough to beat the best teams in the state if they absolutely cannot let up a goal. Now we have Forsberg trying to kill some time on the penalty in front of himself in front. Stolen from Forsberg, and they scored. Just as I was saying, Carlson proving very, very detrimental to his team when he's sitting in the penalty box. Even though the penalty's offset, the point is still the same. Brula gives up his first of the season in the Iron Trail Motors Event Center, and the score is now 2-1. They'll be giving that one to guess who, number 15, Will Maurer, the junior. And he is single-handedly this reason why the score is only 2-1. Now Matheson going the other way. We'll play 5-on-5 hockey as the penalties are offsetting. But Matheson pinned up against the corner. Bardovich goes to help. Now he's pinned in the corner by two different Raiders. And snapshot out in front. No good from... That is Westby in on the shot in a perfect opportunity. Cannot seem to connect. Puck will slide for icing after getting tied up in center ice. 3:19 to play. The score 2-1. Rockridge still out in front, but that will be very, very predominantly time will tell. Brula, we will see how he responds to letting in his first goal. Jonason, when Jonason's in net, if they score one, they might score another very, very quickly. Let's see if Brula can shake that and just get on with the rest of this game. Over 40 minutes of hockey still to play. And the puck will slide the entire 200 feet length of the ice. Now it's Coombe and Frederick back behind the net playing tic-tac-toe. Stolen by Rogers out in front. Laying the body a little bit is Westby, and going the other way is Matheson. Matheson loses it, gets pinned against the Rogers bench, and will be lost inside the Rogers bench. Climbs back out onto the ice as Rockridge will regroup. Firing it back up is to Bardovich. Bardovich leaving for Dimberio. Dimberio has Scott on his side. Feeds to Scott out in the slot. No good. Dimberio paid the price trying to feed Scott right in front of the net, and Scott sailed it just high of the crossbar. Now dump and chase, which is Pipkin. And Rockridge will reset. Shot blocked from Greshner. Shot blocked by Coleman. Rockridge resets yet again, but now going the other way is Rogers. Snapshot and save right off the chest protector of Brula. And that rush is frozen and stopped. 2:19 in this first period of play. Carlson still in the box, as well as, I believe it to be number 9, Eric Palm. We'll see how that relationship plays out as well throughout the game. We'll see if tempers flare or if cooler heads will prevail throughout the rest of this game. You got to look at the bigger picture, especially knowing you have big games coming up that you absolutely need to take advantage of winning. And with a 2-game suspension for getting thrown out, you cannot afford that right now if you're one of Rockridge's go-to goal scorers, just like Carlson is. Wolverines getting tied up back down inside. Now it's Frederick trying to just feed all the way up the ice. It will slide 200 feet. And it will be tipped up, or Scott will win the race and be tagged up, so no icing will be called, but Rogers will go the other way, except it's not. Stolen by Scott. Peels out of his own zone. Offside will be not called, excuse me. And Scott will give it away inside the faceoff circle, but now stolen by Norberg. What a move past one of the defenders. And a forehand shot goes just high. Toe drag past one of the defenders. Rogers going the other way and gets tipped up and stolen. Now full-on reset is the Wolverines as the puck will be dumped back into their zone once again. Pushing the pace is Rogers, and played up against the boards goes Norberg. That is guess who, Maurer yet again, playing absolutely phenomenally. Now Rogers with a breakaway. Let's see Brula with a kick save, and the student section shows their support for their sophomore goaltender. Brula drops the lumber and makes good with it. Score stays at 2-1. Rockridge returning fire, and Smith drops the lumber as well. 39 seconds to play in this first frame. Rockridge will have it at center ice, and it will be in and out of the stick tape. Rockridge will have to chip it away and try to make something do with it. Still chipping at it, now moving it into the Hudson Raiders zone. And now Rockridge out in front. We got one on. Oh, no good. Not Billy Coombe. That is number 20, Jacob Coombe, the older brother on this team, on this varsity team. Could not seem to score on that open breakaway. Slides past the defense just like that would have been, except for a great steal from Landon Matheson. And what a first period that was. What a first period that was, ladies and gentlemen. 2-1 is your score. Rockridge up in front on 11 shots to Hudson's 8. the biggest story of the game right now is how well Brula is playing in high pressure scenarios at home versus a great team like the Hudson Raiders. Just as well as that, Matheson with a great goal from Bardovich, and Frederick on a great tip play. I believe Bielke had a hand in that as well. I hope you guys stay warm because it is most definitely cold outside. Get a snack, get a drink, and we'll be right back for second period hockey right here on the Rockridge Wolverines YouTube channel.
Riding the bus has been great and really convenient for me. Not having to ask people for rides to practice or school, and not having to use my own gas has been great, so it just makes sense. Call it bus maxing, but I call it smart.
New multi-purpose and state-of-the-art event center on the Iron Range. A leader in the region with 2 ice arenas and ice available year-round. The Iron Trail Motors Event Center has a space for everything. Whether you're planning a board meeting, birthday party, or convention, your event is sure to be a success. Serving Virginia and surrounding communities with meeting space, ice arenas, and fitness center. Plan your event at the Iron Trail Motors Event Center, the new destination venue on the Iron Range.
You know, I hate to say it, but there are a lot of the contractors getting older. They're not that many years away from retirement. It makes it a challenge. You know, we're partnering with Rockridge Schools in their construction lab at the main high school, and we just now partnered with them at the North Star Elementary in town, trying to make sure that some of these kids realize, you know, they need to get into the trades. If they're good with their hands, they're good with projects and doing that stuff, you can make a pretty darn good living doing these projects and helping people out.
Welcome back, folks. Hope you're back from the bathroom. Grab your snack under your nice warm blankets in front of the fireplace and are ready for a little bit of second period hockey action. The Rockridge Wolverines going from right to left, and the Hudson Raiders going from left to right. Hudson in the dark blue, Rockridge in the white, just like I stated before, and we will touch up and go from here. 16:38 to play, about 20 seconds off the clock. Hudson in the Rockridge zone, being pushed to the ice by Coombe, and is slow to get up. That is Fronta, but he's all right. We'll go the other way now. Rockridge, this is Matheson, up inside the blue line, finds the centering pass, no good. Trying to find Bardovich on that. Now it will slide all the way to Forsberg and back to Matheson. He'll let it fly, and Hudson will take over. Hudson going the other way now, and chips it right before it goes all the way down for an icing. Trying to get anything going by dump and chase, any means necessary. Carlson fighting off a body check. Loses the puck, though. It is stolen by DeStasio, and again, Hudson will just dump it in, get off the ice, and see what they can do if Rockridge makes a mistake. Norberg finding one of his two teammates standing there. That's Carlson. Leaves for Bielke's shot, no good. Just wide of the net on Bielke from the one-timer. Now it's Bielke again leading with Scott. Gives it away. Carlson trying to take it away. He is successful. Pushed up against the glass now. Gives to Forsberg. Forsberg trying to chop with it. Puck still not anybody's stick for sure. And Norberg will reset into his own corner. Finds Carlson in the middle of the ice. Carlson skates in front of Brula, who's only let one goal in so far. A great showing from the sophomore goaltender in his first home matchup. But now we will have dump and chase yet again from Hudson. Hudson's noticed, as well as Rockridge, that good things happen when you just dump it in. And now, I would say that Bielke tries to fire a backhand shot, goes around the net, picks up his own rebound, and down in front goes Carlson. He is still down. Very slow to get up is number 24, Zach Newton, the junior defenseman. He will go to Norberg trying to find something, crossing the blue line, sending it back across the ice. This is Scott, whiffs on one, tries to pull back out, goes behind the net with it, and gets the puck back on his stick. Now behind the net is Bielke, tic-tac-toe back to Scott. Scott wheeling it back around. Norberg wants it for a one-timer, doesn't get it. Out in front in the slot, puck is chipped in the air. Now Norberg has it, and going the other way will be Hudson. Hudson 1-on-0. Now with a centering pass, Brula with a blocker save. Great save from Brula, staying composed under pressure and keeps the score. 2-1, Rockridge still in the lead. Big breakout pass going to Scott. Scott gets it taken away as he crosses the blue line. Now Carlson with a great catch, snapshot on goal, and scores. What a shot from Carlson as he bow and arrows his way into a 3-1 Rockridge lead, making the best of the power play. What a shot from Carlson, as you can see on the replay. Gloves it with his own hand, takes it down, one move off the toe drag, and rips it forehand. Snaps so hard off that back post, we thought it hit the crossbar. Carlson, with a great goal, brings his Rockridge Wolverines up to a 2-1 lead as we have to get Frederick off the ice. And we'll have, I believe that's Scuffy in for this faceoff as Headley got picked out. Now it's DeBerry got picked out, now pass to Headley. And Scuffy tries to take it away. No good. Scuffy with a hand pass, or a catch. No hand pass as he brought himself. Same spot as Carlson. Cannot get the same result. And Pipkin whiffs on the shot, gets it stripped away by number 7, Hadeen. Hadeen with a centering pass. Nobody home. Intended receiver was number 11, Brady Swanson. And Rockridge will go the other way yet again. This is Amundsen, arm in the air. Rockridge, Brula will come off of the ice. And all for naught, as going to the box this time will be one of the Raiders. They'll get number 19. That's Coleman, one of the junior forwards on the team. And Rockridge 1 for 1 on the power play so far. Time for a Minnesota power play. And we'll see if it's as electric as last time. Rockridge in for the draw. This time it is, I believe, Bielke. And Rockridge wins the draw, but relinquishes attacking zone control, having the puck slide past the blue line. Carlson with a loose puck move, circles back around in front. Now in the slot, tries to work his way across and scores is Scott. What a pass from Carlson, making him even on the day. And Scott, all he had to do was just flick his wrist and put it in. That makes it 4-1 Rockridge in the lead. 2 for 2 on the power play. And what a pass from Carlson. Watch this on the replay, folks. Carlson spins around in front, decides against it, tries to work his way into the faceoff circle, slides it across to Cal Scott. And what a move. Niskanen's teammate Ovechkin has made a living from that spot. And number 8, Cal Scott, made a great point. Great shot. And it puts Rockridge up by 3 now, 4-1. Rockridge now trying wheeling and dealing. Back wraps it around behind Brula. Tries to get it away from the Hudson Raiders, and no good. But luckily Forsberg's there to pick up the chip pass. Dump it into the corner for Bardovich. Bardovich slings it, intercepted by Hudson. That's Lounsbury now. Kicks out in front. Shot saved by Brula. And we will see what Forsberg does with it this time. Forsberg making a move to his right. Leads it up the ice, chips it, banks it off, and yet again another snapshot from Smith is saved. I thought Brula was going to go down with it, freeze the puck, but no, we're going to push right along with this game. 11:56, just inside 12 minutes to play, and Bardovich gets off the ice after making a great back pass, all for naught, as now going the other way is Hudson. Greshner with a bank pass to nobody. Intended receiver was probably number 13. That's Blake Norberg, one of his defensive buddies. Great save from Brula, but unfortunately tripping will be called. And heading off to the penalty box will be Westby. Westby will get 2 minutes on the tripping call, and we shall see Brula's first penalty kill of the night. Only 1 goal on 10 shots, good for a .900 save percentage. And we shall see what Hudson does with the man advantage. Hudson kicking it out in front, now back behind the net. Wheeling and dealing from the corner, no pressure from the Wolverines. Skates towards his goal, meets a little bit of resistance, and swings it all the way around. Now the snapshot and tip and score is Hudson. Making quick work of that. That was number 11 this time, I believe, Brady Swanson on the tip. And he will score, making the best, making the best of the power plays. We'll watch on the replay here. Sprider makes a great pass, just throws it on net, knows that Swanson is there, and the senior forward puts it home. Hudson wins the draw, takes it back into the Rockridge zone, trying to score very quickly, just like they can, piling on, accepting some of that momentum and trying to make some of their own. Rockridge going their way. This is Carlson, loose puck, deep back around, wrap around for Bielke, no good. Teed him up perfectly, but the wind blew the ball off, and we could not see a great snapshot from Colton Bielke, see what he could do with it. And we'll get a stoppage here. 10:33 to play in the second period. 4-2 is your score. And what a game we have on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Carlson making the best of his last 5 games. He was -2 heading into this game. Now he is dead even. A goal and an assist, and then as well as goals from Matheson, Scott, and Frederick. And an assist from Bardovich, a beautiful one at that from Matheson's goal. Now Hudson going the other way, 2-on-1, open in front. And nothing doing as Maurer cannot seem to get a handle on it. Ran himself into Brula's crease. And Bialke will go the other way now. Bialke pushing it one-handed. Scott trying to find out in front. Carlson, no good. Passes tipped before it could get to Carlson. All he had to do was put his stick out, and the puck would have been in the net. Getting a little bit chippy out in front now, which was, I believe, Bialke and Scott. Playing very well, using their body. Scott playing back on the blue line, trying to start a rush here. See what they can do with it. The pass does go to Scott. Inside, and no offside is called, but just trapped by number 1, Taylor Smith. The sophomore will freeze it. We'll have a great rush ended by a face-off in the attacking zone. Now in for the draw is Dimberio. Wins the draw, kicks it away, stolen by Hudson, and slides past Forsberg. Forsberg playing chase, and now Norberg has to help out. Slides in front, Brula with a kick save, but it's not out of the woods yet. It's behind his net. Still behind his net now is Norberg, trying to find anybody. Now finds Forsberg, and the Rockridge Wolverines will go the other way. Puck is chipped away and lost. I believe that's Scuffy trying to find it with Headley, and playing tic-tac-toe back and forth in between each other, and there will be a stoppage as I believe it got lodged in equipment. Players laughing a little bit as the oddity happens. We'll have a draw inside of the Hudson zone as close as we can to the stoppage. This will be Dimberio in for the faceoff. His opponent will be Destasio. And we shall see a full line change, actually. Niskanen sees who head coach for the Hudson Raiders, Charlie Schinglerhaus, put out on the ice, decides to go full fire drill, all new 5 legs. As puck will go out of play, we'll have a stoppage yet again. Now 9:03, not very much time is led off the clock since the last goal, but still the score remains the same, 4-2. One thing the Wolverines have been doing very, very well is keeping their space, not jamming themselves up in the corners or along the boards like they have in the past couple of games. More than likely, that started around the Hermantown game, if you guys were tuned in for that. They're doing a good job. Now move in front from Matheson. No good trying to find Westby across, but again, keeping their spacing very, very good. Wraps it around the boards now was Bardovich trying to find Matheson. Kicks out for Westby, no good. Bardovich with it on his stick again, gives to Pipkin. Pipkin with a move, falls down, double teamed by 2 Raiders, and they will go the other way. Now Greshner, the only man back, lays the body, centering pass, stopped by Brula. And Rockridge will mount a comeback now. 2-on-1 going the other way. Now 3-on-1. Bardovich, all he can do is throw it on net. Throws it on net very well. Smith with a good stop. And now pinned up against the boards is Bardovich. Gives for Matheson, kicks it out. And as it's freed up, Hudson will take possession. Fires it down, dump and chase. Everybody gets a line change. Carlson tries to swing it over to Scott. No good. Now the chip pass up and over. And will be out of play. Puck does land in the sin bin right next to Chipper. Chipper is our PA announcer for the Rockridge Wolverines the past 4 years. Gives the puck to a young lucky fan. New frozen biscuit will be entering the ice, and we will play hockey again. Just inside of 8 minutes are on the clock now in this second frame of 3. If we need more, we'll play more. But now as I say that, we might not need more because Carlson's leading the charge, going the other way, fighting with it, and gets tied up, drop pass. That's Scott throwing his body around with a very, very nice body check on number 9, Palm. Palm in the box now for playing fisticuffs with Carlson, but cooler heads have prevailed since then. Not very much pushing and shoving after the whistle, which is good. Broken stick, Forsberg avoids very expertly and makes a very good breakout pass. Cannot seem to corral it, though, is Scott. And going the other way now is Hudson. Bialke almost loses his footing, makes an outlet pass to Scott. 2-on-2, now 3-on-2 going the other way. If Scott can make his way past Newton, who fell down with a great defensive play. Now Bielke with Headley. Snapshot, tries centering pass, no good. And now it goes back behind the net for Bielke. Headley trying to shove, and no good. Everybody relinquishes position of the puck. Smith covers. We'll have a face-off in the Hudson zone. But what a chance. Great pass from Bielke. Out in front. Can't seem to capitalize. But the Coneheads are on the ice. Coneheads, nickname given to one of his lines in the 1980 Olympic team from Herb Brooks. And that is kind of how these guys are playing. Circling, it seems like they always know where the other players are. That's Headley, Dimberio, and Scuffy. They always seem like they know where everybody else is, moving the puck really well, never really seem to get trapped in each other's way. And we shall see how they play at this shift. Hudson wins the draw, gets tipped around out in front. Scuffy gives chase, and Hudson wraps it around the boards. Forsberg's the closest, but it will slide the whole way down. And icing will be waved off as Forsberg did touch up on it. Now gives a chip pass looking for Headley. Or excuse me. Yeah, excuse me, that was Headley. And now going the other way now is Amundsen. Amundsen with a shot on goal. Snap, save by Smith. And we'll have a whistle. 6:15 now. Time bleeding off oh so slowly with all these stoppages. But that's something that Hudson is very, very okay with. They're okay with Rockridge only taking one shot before it is covered. As both teams have scored, at least 2/3 of the goals scored this game have been on out in front shots as Pipkin lets it rip and Smith swallows it right in his chest. 2/3 of these goals have been scored in front of the net. A lot of sticks, pushing and shoving back and forth, and they just end up in the net somehow. This is Headley wins the draw, but Hudson is there to receive it. Going back the other way is Pipkin with a great stick poke. And Scuffy will skate around, try to flip it, gets tied up. And now Headley will have to give chase. Now Headley and Scuffy out in front, centering pass to nobody. But Dimberio was trying to fight his way there. Now going back around is Pipkin. Pipkin trying to find Amundsen. Amundsen goes the other way with Pipkin. And going the other way now, full head of steam is Dimberio. Dimberio loses the puck 2-on-2. Now 3-on-2 the other way is Hudson. Before a great defensive play. Good stick work from Greshner. Greshner ties it up, takes it himself off the boards. Centering pass to nobody, but will circle back and get it after Hudson does the same thing. Dump and chase, trying to get fresh legs on the ice. 5:15 on the clock. Now moving up the ice, trying to find Westby. Westby can't get a handle on it. Still trying to fight with it. Now Matheson with it. Matheson trying to find Westby and does. Westby goes down. Big hit from Eric Palm. And whistle will be blown. I believe Palm will be going to the box, guilty of something. We shall see what the call is from the referee. I believe cross-checking was the call from one of the referees in the game. We'll see a Minnesota power play as Rockridge, with a man advantage, will take the ice. Carlson in for the draw. And seemingly loses the draw. Hudson wraps it around the boards, trying to clear all the time off of this power play. It will slide the whole way, and Norberg will be all alone to receive the puck back behind Brula's crease. Going the other way now is Rockridge. Norberg trying to find anybody. Passes deflected. Maurer with a great pass interception, and Norberg has to reset. Chips it back around the net for nobody. Trying to see if Bielke would keep going. He retreated. And now, after that very hairy moment, Rockridge will go the other way. This is Carlson in, Bielke right behind him. Carlson back behind the net all the way around, coast to coast. Pinned up against the glass now, trying to find somebody to pass to. Anybody. Takes it out himself. Scott with a spot in the slot and cannot seem to get it to go. Sails it wide. And we'll have a stoppage. 1:06 left. Half the power play has been expertly killed by the Hudson Raiders, just making Rock Ridge skate back and forth across the ice. 4:04 to play in this second period. And Rock Ridge trying to find the next goal in this game, hopefully in the next 66 seconds. This was Bielke with the face-off draw, getting tied up by, I believe that was 19 Coleman. That's something that's been happening a lot of being tied up and just hung on to from the Hudson Raiders and the Wolverines. Just taking him out of the play for 2 or 3 extra seconds now. From Norberg to Bielke, spins back into the corner, back to Norberg now in the middle of the ice, now into the corner yet again. I believe that is Headley down there. Excuse me, Bardovich, that is not Headley. But one more time, the puck will slide. Now only 26 seconds left on the power play. 3:23 to play in the second frame. New legs. This is Kuhn and Greshner in with Westby, Matheson, and Scuffy. Rockridge pushing it across the blue line, trying to get anything now around the goal line. Scuffy can't hang on to it, and Greshner will catch it. The Wolverines will have to tag up behind the blue line to avoid the offside call. Greshner skating inside, gets pinned up against the glass, trying to take it himself by Bullis. And Hudson will expertly kill that, go back to full strength. Now it's Westby backpedaling, trying to find anybody across, centering pass in the slot. No good. Smith swallows it up, and we'll have a penalty. But what a chance from Rory Scuffy. A big cross-ice centering pass, shut down expertly by Smith. 2:49 to play, as you can see on the top left corner of your screen. The score is still 2-4, but Rockridge playing so much better than it looks right now. Hudson doing an expert job of shutting down any offensive opportunity Rockridge has. If they can't score on the first shot they have, it may as well not happen. Smith freezing the puck and them going the other way, trying to keep them back on their heels and capitalize on mistakes. Now Hudson pinned up against the glass for a change. It's 2-on-2 down there. Scuffy, and I believe that's Bielke. Scuffy finally makes a break with it. Spins it out, finds Greshner. Greshner finds Forsberg with a great move on the inside. Snapshot from Forsberg off the glass. Smith goes down, tripped up by Scuffy, and Frederick cannot seem to glove it. If he was Forsberg's height, he may have had that, and we could have kept it in the offensive attacking zone, but instead 2 minutes on the clock, and the Wolverines will try to mount a break. The break is no good as, again, Hudson just flips it in, trying to get Wolverines to make a mistake, just like they do there. Puck is loose in front, but Frederick shuts it down expertly, brings it back around Brula's net, makes a circle, spins a pass to Forsberg. Forsberg leading the charge now, trying to find an outlet pass, and does. Checking my monitor to see that is Dimberio. Dimberio tries to feed it up to Scott across the blue line, where it's stolen by Hudson, chipped off to Scott, and then Carlson, and chipped back into the Hudson's hands. We will go not the other way as it slides right through DeStasio's legs. Is played around with by the blue line. Snapped and caught. Pinned up against the glass now was by Scott. Carlson comes in to finish off the job. And the puck will now slide. 60 seconds to play. Norberg leads the charge. Outlet pass, no good. That's something they have to work on if they have any chance of winning this game. Not only stopping the pass, but accepting it. Keeping it on your stick. All these chips aren't going to be really, really good, especially when it's out in front of Brula. Brula with a couple expert saves when they just can't seem to control the puck in their own end. Now Bielke goes down. Somebody lost a mitten. And retreating off the ice is Carlson. He looks hurt. Snapshot on net. Saved by Brula. 23 seconds now. Trying to just kill the rest of this period off without letting anything in is Brula, and doing a great job at that is Rockridge, firing it all the way down. And right next to Carlson's glove that's still laying on the frozen surface. He is off the ice. But 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That should just about do it for the second period of play. And Rockridge does hold on Hudson mounting a charge there to end the second period. But Rockridge keeps the score, keeps their composure, and as well keeps the lead. 4-2 is your score. We'll see what the former 15, Matt Niskanen, says to his boys in the tunnel, in the locker room, see what adjustments they make, and we'll catch you guys for some third period action. Don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
Riding the bus has been great and really convenient for me. Not having to ask people for rides to practice or school, and not having to use my own gas has been great, so it just makes sense. Call it bus maxing, but I call it smart.
New multi-purpose and state-of-the-art event center on the Iron Range. A leader in the region with 2 ice arenas and ice available year-round. The Iron Trail Motors Event Center has a space for everything. Whether you're planning a board meeting, birthday party, or convention, your event is sure to be a success. Serving Virginia and surrounding communities with meeting space, ice arenas, and fitness center. Plan your event at the Iron Trail Motors Event Center, the new destination venue on the Iron Range.
You know, I hate to say it, but there are a lot of the contractors getting older. They're not that many years away from retirement. It makes it a challenge. You know, we're partnering with Rock Ridge Schools in their construction lab at the main high school, and we just now partnered with them at the North Star Elementary in town, trying to make sure that some of these kids realize, you know, they need to get into the trades. If they're good with their hands, they're good with projects and doing that stuff, you can make a pretty darn good living doing these projects and helping people out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. If you're watching at home or just listening at the arena, you already know it's Rockridge 4. The Hudson Raiders 2. 17 minutes is all we have to play in this one, unless it requires extra time. Hudson in the dark royal blue. Rockridge, as you know, in the home whites. And flip the script. Rockridge will be going from your left to right if you're watching at home. And the third period hockey will get started with number 14, assistant captain John Westby in for the draw, wins the draw, and Rockridge will get going. The biggest thing Rockridge needs to focus on right now, and the one thing that even the athletic trainer was saying during the period break, is they just need to finish, as icing is called. They just need to finish this game out. They've been historically not great this season at finishing games in the third period with the lead at home. So there's something you want to think about. Whether it's just they're letting up a little bit early or letting one slide and then the momentum is gone. They've just done not a very good job historically of finishing games at home. They need to do a great job of that, stay high and tight, play good, clean, hard-nosed hockey until the final whistle, and they will come out victorious. As we have Frederick snaps and fires on net once, not once, but twice. And a diving stop from Matheson is no good, but Hudson will retain possession. Hudson stolen by Bardovich. Bardovich has Matheson. He also has Westby snap shot in front. Shot is blocked in front by Palm. And Hudson goes the other way. 1-on-3 the wrong way. Hudson will wait for their teammates and dump and change right around. Now Rockridge, good stick work from Bielke, now feeding to Forsberg. Forsberg looking for Scott, cannot seem to get up with it. Puck is chipped back in the Rockridge zone, and they will have to reset. Now we have Carlson on a tip pass recovery, and one move through the blue line, cannot seem to do anything. Now in the corner by himself, finding Norberg. Norberg tries to fire it on net, no good. This is Bielke finding Scott, back to Bielke in the corner, spacing out very well, trying to find Norberg. Puck is chipped away. Hudson will go the other way and be stolen right back by Norberg. Norberg carrying it across the blue line on his forehand, finds a pass. Pass is tipped, no good. Bielke now pinned up against the corner and stolen again. Reset one more time. Now it's Coombe. Coombe with the pass. Pass is chipped off, now a shot inside from the goal. Brula with his first save of the period, trying to make a whole bunch of those as 2 minutes dripped off. Big hit, and he is down and not getting up. Carlson now with a big fight brewing. Carlson, big hit up against the glass. Now trainer Brad Kern will be out there. Cal Scott trying to cool off everything, talking to number 24, Boulis, trying to calm everybody's nerves. The tempers are flaring. Carlson does go out to apologize. Scott now in his way, pushing and shoving. It wasn't even Scott that made the hit, just trying to make sure he's okay. And finally now sitting down, tearing off his helmet, talking to his coaches, is DeStacio. Getting a little bit of mouthful from the referee. Carlson went in hard right in front of the penalty box, pinned him up against the glass, but a good old-fashioned hit from Kaz Carlson. Went down, stayed down with a good stinger. We shall see if he returns to this game, getting assessed by the trainer, but seemed to go off under his own power. Scott trying to calm everybody down, was pushed in the back, and everybody cooled off, calm heads. We'll play some hockey. Even strength, 14:40 now to play. And Hudson going across. Arm in the air. Hudson will go. We don't know, I guess. We'll see who's going to go on the power play. And after the confusion, Hudson will have a 2-minute power play. They will get Scuffy in on the call. So he'll go to the sin bin for 2 minutes. And we'll have a Hudson faceoff draw inside the Rockridge zone for the first time. And we shall see what Brula can do against the Hudson power play, who's 100% on tonight's game. Now passing out, looking in front to the slot, no good. Chipping away, finding it, fighting along the boards in front of the student section down there. And it will slide. Hudson will have to reset. After the Hudson reset, Wolverines will fire it down the ice again. 30 seconds killed, now only 90 seconds left on this power play. And Wolverines will fire it down, and again, this time it was Frederick. Wolverines doing a great job on this power play, trying to stay onside, obviously. But not pushing anything, not taking any unnecessary risk, but just clearing it down the ice as fast as they physically can, just like that. Coombe with great stick work. And now 1:10 is all there is left. If they can kill this power play, the momentum that they will have with a big hit on their side as well is absolutely astronomical into the later half of this game. Smith playing it around, fighting in front now. Hudson trying to regroup. Carlson with a big hit, trying to go for another one, lays out into Fronta this time. Carlson sliding in front of Smith, making his way into a pivotal point in this game, pushing his body around a little bit, but doing it cleanly, doing a great job cleaning up his accidents that first period. Whoa, snap shot is gloved by Brula, and we'll have a frozen puck inside of the Wolverine zone. 16 seconds is all there is on the Scuffy on the Scuffy penalty and the Raider power play. Puck is dropped, won by Hudson. Will kick it around down on the low glass, as you can see on the bottom of your screen. Back out to the point. And wrapped down and around, cleared by Rock Ridge. And that will do it. Scuffy out of the box. 4-2 is still your score. 12:30 to play. And the Wolverines just killed off a big, big power play for the Hudson Raiders. Now the Wolverines getting their chance to go back on offense. Coombe from Frederick chips it down, tries to find, I believe that is Amundsen. Now it's Scuffy with it. Back out to Coombe. Loses it, tries to pin it back up, spread out, and the Wolverines will reset. Pass to Frederick goes wide, and Hudson will chip at it at center ice, carry across the blue line. Big hit from Headley. Headley lays out number 19. That's Coleman goes down up against the boards. And Coleman gets his get back, this time on, I believe that's Frederick. And the Wolverines will take the puck, but lose it now as the blue line, or through the blue line. And the Raiders will grab it. They'll grab it, fire it down, dump and change style, get new legs on the ice. Now the Wolverines will have to respond. And they don't. The fresh legs are just eating the Wolverines alive. They're playing way faster than they can, but now it's Bardovich fresh on the ice, finding Westby. Westby in front of Bardovich, no good, back in front. Cannot seem to get anything to go. What a pass there from Westby to Bardovich, back to Westby. Now Bardovich yet again trying to create some magic, but loses the puck. 2-on-2 going the other way. One man to beat, and it was Forsberg with a great play, keeping his body in front. Going now is Matheson. Matheson leaving for Bardovich behind his back. Centering pass, no good. That was, I believe, that was Westby he was trying to find, and Westby could not seem to control it. Hudson playing really fast now. Rockridge, their legs tiring out. Very long shifts from this team. 10:43 to play, and it goes offside. A well-deserved break for the Rockridge Wolverines. And a breather as well. A sigh of relief from everybody in the building. We'll have a face-off very shortly. Carlson on the draw. Hudson takes it away, and they will circle back into their own end before trying to fire it past through center ice. Big check into the backside of Greshner. He goes down, loses the puck, but they're still fighting for it right in front of the scorer's table. Now Greshner back with it. Hudson chips up, and they find Forsberg. Forsberg spinning back is looking for Bielke. Bielke can't seem to get a handle on it. Hudson going the other way, leaves the drop pass, but Bielke's there to pick it off. Going now with Scott. Let's see what they can do. Bielke's skating over to the left side, the top side of your screen. Now shoots for Forsberg, and Forsberg puts it in the back of the net. Hands go up, and just like that, Rockridge is up by 3 with 10 to play. And what a shot from Forsberg. Forsberg, the 6'5" defenseman, not really known for his precision shooting, finds the corner there, gets it past Smith, and puts the Wolverines up 3 with 10 to play. Bielke gets an apple for that as well. I thought he was going to go across the crease to Scott. He spun on a dime, played it to the center of the ice for Forsberg, and Forsberg throws it in the net. Now Hudson going the other way, trying to retaliate. Snapshot, blocker, Brula with a blocker save. Still out in front, though. Not out of the woods just yet is Brula. Plenty of time still for Hudson to mount a comeback if the Rockridge Wolverines relax and aren't very careful at all. They're going to try their best not to do that, obviously. But we keep playing until the score says 0. It is a very, very close hockey game for all of the second period, as you guys watched just before this. A lot of what they're doing now, slapping it around, trying to get the Wolverines to make a mistake as they fire it down, and we'll get a stoppage. But if Wolverines make a mistake, Hudson has capitalized twice, and that's the 2 goals you see on the scoreboard. One thing Rockridge can do is play safe, fundamental hockey for the rest of this. Take the good shots when they see them, and don't get beat deep. Their defensemen always have to be circling and backpedaling, looking for anybody that might slide past them. Cannot give up any breakaways on this fresh sophomore goalie. Rockridge now with the takeaway. Leading is Matheson. Matheson going, skating around the defenseman, trying to find anything, pins up against the boards. Bielke goes down, no arms in the air. And now it's Westby goes after. Westby with a little bit of retaliation there on Fronta. Fronta's slow to get up, but going the other way now was Hudson Raiders. And they'll stack yet another goal and a big push-off as they celebrate right in front of the Rockridge goal. Coombe takes some exception to that. And just like that, we are back to where we started, ladies and gentlemen. 8:39 to play. Hudson doing exactly what I said they should do. Just wait for Rockridge to make a mistake just like that, as Westby was tied up in the defensive zone, or excuse me, in the defensive zone. They had a break going the other way, and just like that, we are back to where we started. The power play goal, or excuse me, the power play stop was all for naught. And now Forsberg, fresh off his new goal, pushes like crazy. Coleman goes down, still fighting with it. And actually Norberg will go to the box. Fans really, really displaying their disapproval of this call. But Norberg will go sit down for 2 minutes. Tyler Forsberg with the pass and a big, big hit. And then Norberg with the extracurricular will land him in the sin bin. And with Hudson being 50% on the on the power play, and Rockridge being 50% on the penalty kill this game, we will see how this plays out. 8:18 to play, 1:54. And what a call. Carlson playing till the whistle there. Gets tripped up. And they will take Destasio. Excuse me, no, that's number 9, Eric Palm. Eric Palm will go sit down. We'll have 4-on-4 hockey for almost the full 2 minutes. That is a big break if you're the Rockridge Wolverines, because that is absolutely huge to not be a man down. Fresh off a Raiders goal, now a little bit of a team huddle trying to figure out how they're going to attack this, how they're going to try to find any bit of motivation to keep and close out this game. Losing the faceoff was Bielke, but there was a very quick whistle as Forsberg was circling back. We'll still play 4-on-4 for 1:42. 8:05 left in this third period. Rockridge up 5-3. And Carlson in for the faceoff. Let's see what happens. Hudson takes the draw, but Forsberg there to stop it before they can clear. Now Forsberg tries to find Carlson along the wing. Snap pass, no good! Frederick cannot seem to corral. And jawing yet again is Carlson, this time now with the bench and the head coach. Tempers flaring at the Iron Trail Motors Event Center this Friday night. Absolutely teed up, but Frederick couldn't put it in. A wide open goal, could not seem to get a handle on it. Now Scott up in the air, loses it, wraps around, still nothing doing. Loses his stick is Preston Smith. Now going the other way is Hudson. Hudson now 2-on-2 and goes offside. What a close eye, or what a close play. Great eyes from the officiating staff. And we'll have a neutral zone face-off. 7:38. We'll play 4-on-4 for 75 more seconds. And then for 9 seconds, the Rockridge Wolverines will have a power play pending no goals over the next minute. Hudson with another face-off win. That's proving very, very beneficial for them. If they can keep winning these face-offs, I have no doubt that they will get very close into this game, and another penalty will be called. Now everybody voicing disapproval. And going off to the sin bin will be number 5, Brushan Fronta. That'll be Fronta and Scott. We'll play 3-on-3 hockey. It is bedlam in the Iron Trail Motor Event Center, formerly known as the Miners Memorial Building. And we will have a little bit of confusion here trying to figure out who's all supposed to be on the ice. Now 4 people on the ice for Hudson, as well as the goaltender. We'll still play 4-on-4 with offsetting penalties. Faceoff draw is won by Rockridge. Now Coombe trying to clear it. No good. Gets blocked up by his own guy as Hudson on the shot. Going the other way is Rockridge now. Rockridge has Carlson skating in. Gets tripped up, brought down to the ice. And pounding on the boards is Hudson. Everybody's fighting to win one of these games. Snapshot out in front. Carlson still down in front on the ice after being tied up and pushed around trying to scramble for position for any loose puck tip in front. Carlson doing a great job being in the right spot at the right time, but he is gassed after this long shift. Now feeding out in front for Coombe off the post and can't get it to go. Coombe with a perfect position to put this game away, lights out, and cannot go bar down. Fresh 4 for the Rockridge Wolverines. This will be Forsberg with Bardovich. I believe that is Westby and Frederick. Frederick off a fresh set of rest following his oh-so-close shot on goal. Just like that, Westby off the pad. Blocker save, no good. And Bardovich as well. Smith will swallow. And we will have yet another big sigh of relief, depending on what side you're cheering for. 6:39 to play, 16 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey before that 10-second power play for the Rockridge Wolverines. Westby loses the draw, but pins his man up against the boards. Hudson pushes the pace a little bit, driving the other way, loses the puck. Frederick circles back 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rockridge with 10 seconds on the power play, 5-on-4 man advantage. See what they can do about it. Forsberg leading with it, leaving for Westby, getting tied up. Now Frederick has to circle back with it, and even strength for both teams. Now, never mind. Hudson will go back into the penalty box. This time, I do believe it's Sprider. But instead, this will be Rock Ridge going on the penalty kill yet again. Wyatt Frederick this time they get. They get Wyatt Frederick tangled up with Sprider down in the corner right in front of that JM Auto Western sign. And everybody's getting a little bit chippy down here. Both fan sections jawing back and forth at each other just like the players were on the ice just moments ago. But now Carlson, he feeds off this type of energy, skating with a little bit of fire under his step. Big stop, pulls back around, spin move in front, gets tripped up, and goes down. The arm goes in the air, and guess what? We'll have 4-on-4 hockey. Rock Ridge is celebrating and retaliates. You cannot do that indeed. 2 for tripping. They will go in the box. This time we will get Logan DeStasio. Takes down Carlson with a great move, a spin. One loose puck deke goes down, and now we're chipping back and forth in the penalty box as well. Yelling back and forth. This game is getting heated, and the Boo Birds are raining down and the former Miners Memorial Building. What a great night to be here for some hockey, and what an even better night to be watching some Rock Ridge hockey on this broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a treat over the next 6 minutes of game time. Just like that, Carlson with a snapshot, trying to put this game out for his team. And a penalty will go against Bielke, taking down this time. 4-on-3 hockey. All right, folks, we will be right back. Time out, Hudson. We'll be back in 60 seconds for some game time. This just very in a live. You're looking at a live shot right now. Referee's trying to figure it out. And the Hudson Raiders and Rock Ridge penalty box jawing back and forth at each other just like the fan sections are. What a great hockey game. High stakes. What a high stakes hockey game, and a great one to win, but just a terrible one to lose. If you're Matt Niskanen, what are you guys telling your team? I'm telling you guys the cooler heads will prevail. Look at the scoreboard. We are up 2 goals with under 6 minutes to play. If we can kill off both of these penalties and go back to full strength hockey with like about that 3-minute mark, 4-minute mark to go, we have so much momentum. You need to drill into your guys to play smart, fast hockey. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's going with his bread and butter. He's going with Carlson. He's going with the big body of Forsberg. And he's going with Coombe out there. All 3 of those guys can steal this puck, fire it off down the ice, and kill some of this power play. Here we go. Hudson now with it, dancing back in front, trying to find a one-timer snapshot in front for Brula. Brula with a great save, pounding on the glass is the Rock Ridge fan section. Coombe fighting 2-on-1, trying to get anything going, trying to get this puck cleared. Carlson with no stick off the crossbar this time was the one-timer. Carlson still with no stick, I believe, broken in the corner, trying to do anything, grabs it off the bench. What a feed from Coach Matt Niskanen. Carlson with a new stick, trying to get anything going for his team, and cannot seem to do anything. Coombe goes down now. Jeers from the Rock Ridge fan section wanting a penalty. Forsberg with an amazing block. Carlson forcing Brula with a great save, pushes it wide, and it slides the length of the ice. The Raiders will have to reset, going the other way now. Moving it up the ice is the Raiders. Now pushing is Greshner. Greshner freshly on the ice. New fresh legs is great, as well as Norberg. Carlson, the only one still out there. Niskanen, before the season, I talked to him, and he has really high hopes for Carlson this season, who's skating with it himself. That's a great plan. Burning some time, trying to do as much as he can before firing it all the way down. It'll slide 200 feet, and the Raiders will have to go the entire length back. Carlson, well-deserved rest, trading for Westby. Carlson with a great game knowledge there. As I said, Niskanen, talking with him before the season, was super high hopes for Carlson, knowing that he's committed to St. Cloud, knowing he was playing for Waterloo, now traded to Des Moines, Iowa in his independent league. 4-on-4 now with only 20 seconds to kill. Except we'll play 5-on-4 very, very soon, as the Raiders penalty will be over. 5-on-4, 10 seconds that Rockridge now has to kill. It will slide the entire length, and Rockridge has done it. Bielke out of the box, looking for the substitution, getting off the ice, trying to find it. Does he get off the ice? Yes, he does, finding the sub. Now Brula out in front, trying to do anything to keep his team in the game, pushing himself against that post. No good. Now the feed up into Headley. Headley trying to make any move to Amundsen now, trying to find anybody. A big moment of relief now for both teams, as both teams are at full strength. Everybody can breathe. 3:15 to play. Rockridge still in the lead by 2 goals. If you are Hudson, you're worrying about how soon do you pull your goalie. It's the dagger if Rockridge puts anything else in the net, as they're fighting down in the corner now. This is Amundsen. Amundsen still pushing, now joined by Scuffy. They reel it back out, and Rockridge will have to retreat. Hudson with control of the puck, chip and chase. Brula with the stop, lets it just sit. Frederick pins it around the boards looking for Coombe. Coombe now slings it up the ice. Going the other way is Carlson. What's he going to do with it? Carlson circling back, leaves it for himself, takes it. What a move inside. Is this any type? No. I was going to say, is this the dagger? No. Carlson looked like he was going to take it himself, throw it on net. He wanted to win the game for his team right there. Could not seem to get any shot on net. Now Forsberg playing as a big body, pushing and shoving in front of the net, in front of the benches, getting tied up with Lounsbury this time. Lounsbury off the ice, but Forsberg still on with a great outlet pass. This is Bielke. Bielke with Carlson, 2-on-2, centering pass, no good. Smith with a great save, dives on top of the puck, but it's still loose, yet called dead. 2 minutes even to play. Rockridge will have a face-off in the attacking zone. Keep in mind, Niskanen still has his timeout if he decides to use it, but decides against it. We'll have a face-off very, very soon in the Hudson zone. That was Dimberio on the draw, winning the draw, but taken away by Hudson and stopped. Offside is the call. 5 seconds off the clock. 5-3 still to score. And Rockridge trying to close this game out against a very good Hudson Raider team. Dimberio wins the draw again, finding Matheson. Matheson peeling back, dump and wrap around, no good. Coombe trying to clear, gets it himself, pulls it back across the blue line, stays on side, now dumping into the corner, centering pass, looking for Matheson, no good. Tipped off of Smith, but Wolverines will retain possession before they lose it now. Going the other way is Hudson. What a move back inside. Working his way around Norberg. Brula with the takes the shot right off the chest and keeps his team in the game. What a performance from Brula. Now 80 seconds to go. And going down is Matheson in front of the bench. Everybody letting out gas. Matheson gets up just fine. 70 seconds to play. Rockridge just needs to hold on for one more regulation minute. No goalie in the other side. Keep in mind, Smith is on the bench for the Raiders. 6-on-5 hockey going the other way. Big hit from Carlson along the boards. And that should do it. Sliding the ice for icing. No good. But 53.8 to play in this third and final frame. Carlson with a big hit along the boards, leading to a loose puck that gave his teammates just free rein to slide it along the length of the ice. Everybody on the ice right now is Niskanen's go-to guys, the guys that he knows can close out the game like he was talking about. Snap shot, no good, because Brula's there. Swallows it whole, freezes it up. 48.5 this time on just a quick workaround from Hudson. This time Carlson in the draw gets tied up. Hudson takes it away, now pinned up against the boards right by that fan section for the Rock Ridge students. And trying to fight with it is Frederick. Frederick loses the puck, still now finding with Bielke. Hudson out in front, snapshot fire, no good. Forsberg with a great block out in front, getting his body in the way, and no shot could be made from Smith. Now going the other way is Rockridge. Carlson taking his time, 15, 14. Is this the dagger? Yes, it is. Bielke with a great goal, skating his way on by and just keeping his eyes right up on the scoreboard. Bielke with a 2-point game so far, and that'll probably be the last one as the Raiders throw in the white towel. Smith back in net. 6-3 will be your final score in 13.7. What a game from the Rock Ridge Wolverines. Face-off draw is won by number 5, Gavin Woodnich, playing with a little bit of angst now. Down inside, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to have a scrum right at the last whistle. Going after Woodnich now and pushing and shoving, trying to figure out who's going to get their get back. And it leaves to be nobody. Hudson peeling his guys back. That was Preston Smith. Good teammate play as well. Rock Ridge celebrating with their own guys, and we shall see what the handshake line looks like after this game. It looks to be Frederick leading the charge. Everybody stays cool, everybody stays calm, and Rock Ridge riding a huge high to play Rogers tomorrow at, I believe, 3 p.m. Check the website for more detail. But getting into my 3 stars of the game, I absolutely have to give it to Bardovich. Bardovich is my 3rd star of the game. That amazing assist to Matheson that led off the scoring for the second period. Absolutely amazing. The 2nd star of the game I have to give to Carlson. I came off a little bit harsh on him, letting him know he was in the penalty box really early. Then he came back with 2 points. He was the cool head, put his body out on the line, took a big hit, and made it work. 3rd and final star of the game, it has to be Tyler Forsberg, number 27. Absolutely amazing job from the big-bodied defenseman this game, putting his body on the line, blocking shots, getting in passing lanes, and a goal to boot. What a game from everybody on the Rock Ridge team, and a special shout-out to the new goaltender, Jason Brula. The sophomore stopped 20-plus shots, only 3 goals, and was a big reason that he gave his team the win. Everybody should be proud. Everybody should be riding high, playing Rogers tomorrow. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. As I sign off tonight, I just want to let you know I thank you for tuning in. Hopefully I'll see you guys or hear from you guys tomorrow. Thank you. My name is Travis Bird. You're watching the Rock Ridge Hockey Network. We'll see you guys later.
Riding the bus has been great and really convenient for me. Not having to ask people for rides to practice or school, and not having to use my own gas has been great, so it just makes sense. Call it bus maxing, but I call it smart.
New multi-purpose and state-of-the-art event center on the Iron Range. A leader in the region with 2 ice arenas and ice available year-round. The Iron Trail Motors Event Center has a space for everything. Whether you're planning a board meeting, birthday party, or convention, your event is sure to be a success. Serving Virginia and surrounding communities with meeting space, ice arenas, and fitness center. Plan your event at the Iron Trail Motors Event Center, the new destination venue on the Iron Range.
I hate to say it, but there are a lot of the contractors getting older. They're not that many years away from retirement. It makes it a challenge. We're partnering with Rock Ridge Schools in their construction lab at the main high school, and we just now partnered with them at the North Star Elementary in town, trying to make sure that some of these kids realize, they need to get into the trades. If they're good with their hands, they're good with projects and doing that stuff, you can make a pretty darn good living doing these projects and helping people out.